We ready? Ready? Alright, let's go! Hey goodies, and welcome back to the Dentist Diaries. If it is your first time seeing me, my name is Tiphonia. Yeah. I'm Tiphonia. This is my channel. Please do follow me on all my socials. Well, to Instagram and TikTok. Guys, I was to record from morning. However, I had a little accident. A big accident. I was recording a TikTok video and
Afrobeats first dance off. Oh, so city. Let's go.
I hit my head. I forgot I'm 6'2", almost 6'2". I forgot. Let's just say I forgot. So in today's video, I will be answering your request. I was asked to now do a video on what are the differences with my country, Jamaica. I'm Jamaican for those who don't know, and African countries. I can't express enough that when I talk about my experiences, I'm only talking about two countries, Kenya and Zambia. On my last video, there were some mean comments, and there were some you could obviously just see they wanted someone to see them, so I did not reply. And there were some that I saw the comments come in on my notifications. However, when I checked the video, they were marked as spam, and they weren't mean. Some were just enlightening me, and I appreciate that. So especially the girl who commented explaining what Airtel money really is for. It's for mostly those in the villages and so on. Thank you. So yeah, we're continuing. So we're continuing with this little series. So now we're doing differences between Jamaican culture and African culture. And I mean, at the end of the day, we're also Africans. So maybe I will do a video with the similarities. But in today's video, differences. I think all of this is coming from my head injury. If you notice, my hair is I just put this right here because I can't do my hair tight. My head hurts. I knocked myself out, guys. Ooh, child. Okay, so the biggest one of them all is bride price. People are so shocked when I say, no, we don't do that. Like, if you want to marry me, as long as you know you have the blessing, even without blessings. But for me, you know, blessings of my family and me, of course. If I want to marry you, then we go ahead. You don't have to think, oh, I can't afford this girl, she a doctor, and you know, this and that. No, but I like the idea, you know. And at the end of the day, I am African. So future husband, get your dowry and your labola. It's labola, right? Or labola. Get it ready, because I am African. Strong black African woman, right? So if you want to marry me, the tradition still stands. You know, we are connected to our roots. So anyways, when I do say these things, this side on the continent, people are like, oh my God, get me your friend. No, don't be cheap. I'm going to tell them what is expected. Oh yeah, that's the major difference. Number two, this one, I'm talking about Kenya. Here's the thing, guys. If it rains in Kenya and you're on a bus, when you get on the bus, it's sunny. But along the way, the rain comes, the price changes because it's raining. And what else is it? Again, it's not just the rain, with the traffic, and if it's late at night. So it can be 12 in the day, the same time. But if you're going into town and there's no traffic, you might pay, say, 80. But coming back at the same time, there's traffic, you're going to pay 100 or 120. So just don't, if you go to Kenya, do not go on the bus with set amount of money like you'd budget. You need extra because the rain might fall and there might be traffic and you're gonna need to pay more. second one. The first one, okay, let me just talk about wearing slippers. Back home, I always just wear slippers wherever I'm going. Not just like a flip-flop, like fancy slippers or whatever. That's what we wear. I was never a sneaker fan. But then when I got to university in China, and people would be like, oh my God, you wear slippers everywhere, and they're wearing sneakers. I'm like, yeah. When I came, I found out why. Because your feet are going to be dirty. It's quite, I don't know, dusty, I would say. Like, when I wear slippers here, then my feet just look like I did not bathe. It's not everywhere though. It's not everywhere. And it's not all the time. I guess sometimes it's just more windy, I guess. But then, yeah, now I know why we wear sneakers. And the second part in terms of attire, I would say short clothes. Back home, like I'm from Ocho Rios. So if you know Ocho Rios, I'm always at the beach. I'm always at the river or something. And I live close. So even if we're just walking, I'm gonna be in my bikini top and a short. Or even if I'm just going to chill in the town, we wear shorts here. Do not wear shorts. I've been told of instances where people get stripped and embarrassed. But what happened to me actually was when I just got to Kenya and I was going to the shop. I'm a basketball player. In a basketball shorts and a t-shirt. And the conductor that was passing on the bus, he was like, go wear clothes. Like, people don't wear things above the knee. That's very different. So that's on my list. I'm not going in depth in all these things, especially when I'm talking about the tribes and the different traditions. Those will be in separate videos. So now I'm just giving you the pointers of what I found different. Next one. So as I mentioned, I was always able to just get up, go to the beach, take a swim, chill. But for Zambia, for example, it's a landlocked country, so that's different. I know in Kenya there's also Mombasa, and even here there's Siavanga, but you have to travel great distances to get to these places. And let's not forget, Jamaica is just a tiny island. These are really huge countries. Next point, taxis. You can't know who is a taxi driver. You'll have the illegal ones, but back home taxis will have a certain color on the license plate, and on the driver's side of the door it's written the route of where it's going. I think they should have a photo, like an ID and something, that when you enter the car, so yeah, this is the right driver and so on. But here, even in Kenya, what I've seen, I don't know if it's just random people with their cars and they're like, hey, I'm a taxi, where are you going? I guess. I don't know. The next thing that will blow your mind if you're a Jamaican guy watching this video. Do you know? Oh, I don't know. If Jamaicans are homophobic, especially when it comes to gays, I don't know. I know they are. So even in a bus, right? Like a minibus even. You have the driver and you have two seats at the front here. A guy might be sitting here and there's a smaller chair. Here, it's just a culture shock. Nothing, personally, I see nothing wrong with it. But it is a culture shock when you see there is space in the back and the bus stops and the man rathers to go sit beside the other man. So you have 3 men in the front seat. In Jamaica, that's a no. Hey, I would love to see that in Jamaica. I lived in Jamaica for 17 years, something like that, and I have never ever seen that, unless you're a child, maybe. But I think a Jamaican man would rather be late for work than sit there. Which I don't see the difference, because even in a taxi, it's 2 men, 2 seats. I guess they're thinking there's space in between. But hey, even on the bikes here, oh my gosh, I haven't seen them much in Zambia, but in Kenya, they have boda boda. They're like taxi bikes. And you'll see 3 men on the bike. Like, no! When you visit Jamaica, please do not attempt this. I am trying to save your life. Next one, which is quite sad for me because I would really love something like this to be in Jamaica, but I guess we're just too small. But there are no safaris in Jamaica. We go and you're going to see buffaloes, zebras, all these things, elephants, giraffe. No. And I love animals. Next thing, tribes. Everybody asks me, hey, what tribe are you? Sorry, I'm not Zambian. You're not Zambian. You're what? I'm Jamaican. Then what tribe are you? Jamaican. But what tribe? We don't have tribes. You're Jamaican, you're just Jamaican. That's it. So they ask them, what language do you speak? English. Just English? Yeah, and then broken English, the patois that you like. The patois, yeah, the Jamaican Creole. This is my conversation every day, guys. Oh, so that's it? What about your language? English is our language. English can't be your language. Oh, so they have tribes here. I know we don't have any tribes, so that's the difference. And so we speak just one language, and then we have our broken English. And then here, like in Kenya, they have over like 40 tribes, I guess. And Zambia is like over 70 tribes. So you can just imagine how many languages. And then everybody wants to tell me, you should learn the language, you should learn the language. I got one brain, and it's tired. Okay, we're winding down. The next one, I think, is the 10th one, but I'll give you just some bonus ones. Okay, the major difference I also find, which is shocking, it's shocking to a lot of people on the continent when I say that. In Jamaica, you won't find most households having house helpers, like maids. But almost everyone I know, and it's not like they would say they're rich, but I just feel like it's a it's part of the tradition. I don't know if people are just used to having maids. Maybe, I don't know, but back home, even if you're a maid, people expect to get paid pretty well. I don't know if people, I don't know. It's just a difference. As I said, I do not want to go in depth and make the video too long, but you would think Africans have it hard. Maybe some do, but the ones I know, they don't wash their clothes, they don't iron, they don't cook, they don't clean. In Jamaica, I remember for us, we had a babysitter at one point, but I still washed. I did everything but cooked. Next, in terms of expenses, people here say, oh my God, Zambia is so expensive and things are so much cheaper. But if you're a foreigner and you come here, you're like, woo, financial freedom. Literally, you will find everything so much cheaper. My friend is about to come here. She went to the supermarket and she told me how much she spent. I'm like, okay, let's just convert everything in dollars and we say what we could get in Jamaica for that and what we got in Zambia. For what she got at the supermarket would last her for like 2-3 weeks, and that would last me here for 2 months. The next one, just a bonus. I think this needs a whole video to talk about, but it's about the family relationships with in-laws. So I've spoken to a married couple, and the guy told me that even when his mom in-law comes over, they don't sit beside each other. Like, she has to sit over yonder and he's over the other yonder. And I'm like, my mother, you're gonna be under her arm like, oh, my son. Oh, you know, it's very different. And you don't really contact your in-laws until you are officially introduced. Some people can. I love my channel. For some people, it's so weird to just sit and talk, right? But me, I talk so much. I almost just told you my business. Also, you know, like for us, grandma is grandma. If my grandma hears me calling somebody else grandma, that's not grandma, it's a problem. But when I was in Kenya, I was being introduced to someone's family and I met like 5 grandfathers. Every old person was a grandfather, and even when I use Google to back me on what name you give your relatives, they just wouldn't believe. But you can only have 2 grandfathers, one which is your mom's dad, and one which is your dad's dad. That's what we know, right? And then great, and it goes on. But oh child, even my friend actually, her mom's sister, she calls her mom. And then the mom's sister's kids are her siblings, which it's really good at the end of the day. It gives that sense of a tight-knit family, I think. But that's just the differences I've found since I've been here. There might be more, but those are the ones that pop out at me. And if you visit, they'll pop out at you too. Anyways, guys, I hope you liked this video. Please do share it. Did you? Oh, you did? Thank you guys. Share, like, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about it. Which one you find most interesting? I'm sure it's the bride price. Ladies, let me hear. Yeah, I knew it. Oh God, I'm crazy. Oh, it's the concussion. Pray for me.